Hi all. Okay, just check back over the last video. I put a few wee notes up. There was a few wee things that I said that were slightly wrong, so just try to make it all complete. But I did notice I made an error with this last Allied Impulse. Again, maybe just late at night, just not concentrating enough. This unit was here, and we were trying to get him to move to here, which he was capable. This was his. Well, this is the nearest proximate German unit, but there's actually another one that's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they're both the same hex numbers away, and that he's proximate to this unit. 1, 2, 3, 4. We were trying to move him to this. We eventually got him moved to this, and then eventually realised he could be surrounded. So I must have just missed this completely about getting adjacent to this unit. Not quite sure why I did, and ended up passing on being able to move him adjacent to a German unit, and then just moving him in the forward direction with the last part of the move command. And he ended up just following his forward arrows. So I'm pretty sure he should have been moving adjacent to this German unit by going 1, 2, 3, 4 into here. And again, there was no gap, as we noticed. This was an Allied town, so there's no gap opened up here by him moving. And yeah, that took priority over the forward direction move, so I'm pretty sure he should have ended up there. So yeah, so hopefully that's that fixed. Okay, so I'm going to move on to an Allied Impulse. A German Impulse. Let's us have a shot So I was having a wee bit of a look before I finished yesterday, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna play this. The good thing at being one command value, it's tomorrow it changes to 1, doesn't it? It's not the 23rd, is it? Yeah, no, it's the 24th when it changes to 1. So this lets us play this card and have another activation before we pass across to the Allies. And we've got the 9th Panzer Division to deploy. So I was thinking I should deploy them. I mean, the unfortunate thing about that is I've already used the core card 47th to do the replacements. I mean, if I had this in my hand, I only just drew this after I'd played that, so it might have changed my thoughts on that, because I could maybe deploy these and then activate them knowing that I've got an extra 3 fresh units, but well, that boat sailed, so we can't go back to that. So more than likely going to play this to deploy them. The trickier part is probably going to be where I'm going to deploy them, because I could bring them up the front, but they've got to be on a supply road, they've got to be 3 away from an Allied unit, and they're got to be within 3 of a unit in the same core. So there's going to be quite a few options probably. So I'm not sure if I want to put them up the front here somewhere, or consider, there was a consideration of maybe, supporting back here, putting them back here further. So I'm going to have a wee think about that before I make my mind up. Okay, we have a wee think there. And like I say, I know I've played the core, the primary card for the 47th core. Again, it's not easy for me to keep track of the cards, so I don't know if we played the supplementary one yesterday or not, so whether it's there or not. A card we've not seen for a while, which we're maybe due, is Army Group B card. I'm pretty sure I've not seen that for a while. So I did start thinking about that. I'm thinking about a possible, if we do draw that, possible Kampf group in here, but I'm not quite sure what we'll do with all the units. I mean, it looks like this is somewhere where we could get we've got a lot of strong units to get a bit aggressive. We've repaired a couple of units too. I mean, there is quite a lot of allied units about here, but you know, I did start thinking maybe I should put them further back and start shoring things up. But I don't know, just the fact that all these units are here, I should probably still try and be aggressive with them at least. So, and then the other thing, which I don't know if I pointed out, no, I made a comment I left a text comment in the video. I was talking about repair, maybe I did mention this afterwards, I can't remember. I was talking about possibly repairing this guy, and then I felt like I wasn't that concerned because it's in a town, but it's a VP town, and situationally he doesn't get a boost to his strength, so he's only a 2 strength, and if we remember, Germany's exposed. It's looking for a 2 strength unit, and it's just going to whap a step off it, so that would be kind of nasty. So my thought was possibly maybe deploying these guys. I mean, I can't deploy them right in Rochford because they've got to all go into the 1 hex, and that would overstack it obviously. But I thought I could put it there. Yeah, I thought if I maybe put them there, and the Kampf group could maybe come in here, grabbing a couple of the 58th, and it would grab they guys, and it would grab all of they guys, you know. I mean, I'm thinking ahead here I mean, there's quite a few cards still in the draw pile, and there is a chance that that's not within the mix, eh? So, you know, there is the other possibility. I mean, there's only 1 armoured unit now here, just south of Dinan, which is a good victory point grab, but with also the possibility of getting that and then maybe crossing the Meuse and trying to grab the victory points for there. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure as usual, but I think I'm going to put these guys in here. Now they're on a supply road. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Remember, they've got to be deployed within the boundary, which is fine. Yeah, their boundary goes from down here now to up to here, so that's fine. So supply road, at least 3 hexes away from a non-isolated allied unit or allied town. So 1, 2, 3 away from that, 1, 2, 3 away from that, so there's not, yeah, that's all good. And then within 3 of a unit in the same division, well, there's not a division, but there's core, and they're adjacent to core units, so that's fine, and they all have to come in on the same hex because they're all part of the same division. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. Let's stop pondering about it, Grant. Let's just do it and get on with it. So I only spent 1 command, so I can now, I've got another activation before I pass back to allies, so let's have a look and see what I'm going to do next. Okay, I'm going to give this a try again. Every time I try these things, didn't get much of a result. 7th Army card. I mean, I could have had probably a quite nice Kampf group, and maybe been able to take this guy out. Sorry, I don't know, it's about the picture there. You know, and here maybe had an attack on this guy, but I think the fact he's out of supply, I could probably leave the 85th Corps guys to try and deal with him. I mean, yeah, the allies could do the whole get an air power card and bring them back into supply, but well, I think it's worthwhile trying. I'm going to go for R1 again. So basically, once I activate the core, I've got to check this roadblock, and if I can roll a 7, 8, 9 or 10, then we'd be good, but the odds are obviously against me with that. But I figure if I do that first, find out, well, that's maybe I should have a look at what's possibly going to deploy there. Hang on a sec. I suppose that's a wee bit gamey being able to look at that, isn't it? Well, you would probably have some idea with some kind of recon. Yeah, so it's got to be from the nearest army closest to. So, yeah, it's going to be 3rd Army, preferably a 4th Armour unit from the 3rd Corps, if not a unit from the 3rd Corps. We have none of them in the reserve units box, so hang on. Yeah, so just having a look up at the reserve units box, we would try to deploy somebody from the 3rd Army, and there is just the one unit. So it would be an infantry. I think this is what we'd be deploying in R1 if we. So it would be just a normal line infantry unit. From 12 Corps appearing there. I mean, bear in mind this is a city, so that 3 becomes a 6 when we try and do something about it. But at least I think we would know that's what it's going to be now. Whether that's changed my mind, no, it's probably not. I'm probably still going to go for it, I think. Yeah, my thinking is I can bring. Where is that? Yeah, just on camera. I could bring this guy 1, 2, 3, 4. I could get him down to here. You know, just if a unit pops up here, I could get him down to here. I could bring the other unit down as well. Maybe I wouldn't be getting him as far. Maybe only get him to here, maybe. But then the next time they activate it, we could possibly have a go at R1. Or what I could do here is activate the core. Then the first thing we do is we check for this roadblock. If a unit pops up, maybe not move these guys and just do something else with them. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. Let's give it a try. So I'm going to activate 53rd Corps, which is part of the 7th Army. Yeah, so when I do that, I remove this roadblock and I do a roadblock reserve check. And I'm looking for greater than 6. Hang on, just let me double check some. Yeah, okay, here we go. Greater than 6. Oh, yes! At last! A 10. Woohoo! Oh, great. Okay. That's right, isn't it? If the die is greater than the hold value, do not place a reserve unit. Yes. Nice one. Okay, so... Well, we're not going to mess about, are we? We can't mess about with this guy. He's going into R1. We are taking over R1, which is... Well, that's great. I mean, he's 5 strength as well. 5 strength, 3 steps, in a city. So, and how many points was that? It was 5 victory points. So we've just scored on our 5 victory points. He'd been a long way away. So I was on 31 still. So up to 36. And just having a look at the back of the book again on calendar. 36. Yeah, well, I mean, that would give us a tactical win on the 29th. Yeah, it's not. Well. You know what? It's victory points, and we need some. We definitely need some. If we're going to stretch it to the end. I mean, the Allies still have a load. In particular on the 27th, they have a load of units coming in. Then quite a few in the 26th, and then a load on the. That's well. Go up and have a look up there because it's like. Oops. What have I done? Sorry. It's quite good for us. Not on the 24th. They get some on the 24th. The 25th's our day where we get the last of our reserves. And I think it looks like about 5 units we get there. So that's a good day. But the 26th and the 27th are all the allies. But I think if we can get to the 25th and then just try and stabilise and just maybe shore things up, knowing that the guys, particularly on the 27th, that's a load. Okay, so good. We've got something. So I'm probably going to move these units. Well, actually, now what am I going to do with these units now? Maybe I wasn't expecting that result. Yeah, I'm kind of not sure. I mean, is it safe enough just to leave that single unit in R1? I mean, knowing that he's in a city, he's got 5 strength. It's not armoured right enough, but I think so, because I started having a thought that I could possibly have a bit of a. It wouldn't be much of an attack, but the fact this guy's out of supply enables us to ignore an A result and ignore one hit basically. So yeah, let me think about it. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that guy down there on his own. Maybe I'll regret that, but so. Yeah, I'm gonna have a go at this guy. So I'm gonna move this unit into here. I think that's the best I can get, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can't get around. So if I'm gonna have an attack, I'm gonna move him into here and attack. Now, unfortunately, we're coming across the river here though. So that's only 4 strength, and they've got 2 reduced units. It's 4 against 4, so it's only 1-to-1 odds. But I think I will do that. I think I'm going to reinforce battle and bring this infantry down. Yeah, I think so. Right, hang on. Is there a better place for him to be? Doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, I think I'll just keep him on the road. Could always, if he's on the road, the strategic movement's an option. Maybe I know it's not a big difference, but why not? So yeah, reinforced battle. Now, I remember when I drew this card. I said, if you remember, I'd said it was not much cool. It is a bridge engineer's card, but I thought I was thinking we were still within the 21st and press the attack, but it's not. It's we're on the 23rd even, so it would be air power, but I don't know if that's a bit putting too much into it. Maybe I should just keep hold. No, I mean, I think I'm actually getting 6 chip pulls here. That would give me a 7th, but I feel like I should keep that. I mean, air power's pretty decent. Should maybe keep it for another battle. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to go with this, and then he's out of supply, so he doesn't get to draw a card. So out of supply, the attackers may draw 1 extra combat chip and may disregard one attacker hit. So that's the main reason I'm doing it. There's less likelihood of taking much damage, and we might be able to finish him off. Because he's surrounded too, so any retreat is going to take a step loss as well. So, okay, let's go with that. So we've got 8 coming across the river. Across there a wee bit. Yeah, so 8 coming across the river is half to 4, and we've got 5. So that's 9. So it's 9 to 4. Let's say it's 2 reduced units. So 2 to 1 odds. He's in the woods. So 2 to 1 odds. Let's put the dice down here. And so chip pools we're getting 1, 2, 3, then 1, because this is a 4-step unit, so that's 4. 1 for the reinforced battles, 5. And 1 because he's out of supply. So we've got a maximum of 6. Let's see, that air power would have took it to 7. But I don't think it's as important a battle. It gets an arcade at your hand though, so you're like, No, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at 6. So we've got a minimum of 2. There's 2 single step units. Maximum of 6. So let's get the 2. Well, I think that could be that. We've got two woods chats. So we're at D-2 already. We've only got 4 more possible chats. Yeah, we may as well draw them. I mean, I need to get a good result of the next 4, but I'll draw them anyway, because the fact we're ignoring 1 hit, it can take a chance, I think. Well, that's quite interesting. This was the 3rd chit I drew. We've not got an elite or green unit in attack, so it didn't apply. And then I got 1 after 1. Okay, that's a D1. 2 to 1, that's a D1. And then this one was greater than 4 to 1, but it's not less than 4 to 1, it's going to apply. So we've actually ended up with D1 at the battle. Unfortunately, we've got 2 hits. 1 we can ignore. But I think I'm happy with that, really, because, like I say, if... oh, no, he's only taking 1 hit, so... well, yeah, you know what, it's alright. I'm pretty sure after the... sitting at D-2 after the first 2 chip pools, that's not a bad finish, really. So, we'll take that. So, yeah, 1 hit each. Like I say, we get to ignore 1 of them because he's out of supply. So... hits for him. Well, he's got 2 steps, but condition C is if losing a step would cause the defending unit to exert no zone of control from the hex it occupies, it's going to retreat, and that would be the case because it'd be 1 bracketed unit left in there. So he's going to retreat and take a step loss. So this is one I find it's maybe a little bit strange, but I suppose he's got to try and get out if he can. I mean, he's going to take a step loss anyway, so he either sits there and takes a step loss. So it does actually make sense if you think about it. So which way is he going to go? He's either going to go here or here. Let me just look again. Okay, so he can't trace supply in either of these hexes either, so he's wanting to go in the withdrawal direction, which is down here in this hex. So if not closest to withdrawal direction, and then westernmost after that. I suppose I would say that this is closer to the withdrawal direction. So I think that's where he's going to retreat to. I mean, this would be westernmost, but I mean the arrow is pointing down the way for withdrawal, so I would say that was the priority there. Closest to withdrawal direction, then westernmost. Yeah, so westernmost the last one. So okay, so now he's got to lose a step, and he's going to take that from the highest of the 2 units. So we've got 33 and 31. So that unit's eliminated. Oh, and there's another victory point for us. That's 2 units. getting chucked into the cup, so that's us up to 37. Okay, so we've got to take a stat loss. Yeah, it seems like just the obvious. Take a hit on this guy, knocks him down to 3 steps, but only still 4 strength, pretty good. So yeah, we'll do that. And now the possibility of advancing after combat. Yeah, I don't think we want to move the mechanised across the river, so advance that unit into there though. Might as well do that. Yeah, okay. So, well, that was pretty good result. I mean, taking R1, that was awesome. And that wasn't a terrible attack. It looked like it was going to be pretty bad at first, but there you go. So that's us now spent 7 command points, so I think that entitles the allies to have a shot now. So I'll clear things up here and we'll get the next allied impulse. Actually, I might cut this one now. I'll probably pause the video here, but I might come straight back. We'll see. Okay, so I'll see you in the next one, guys. Okay, cheers. Hi all. Okay, there's a look at my 3 new cards. They were the 3 cards I had. I drew these 3. So I've got the OKW card. Forgot all about the guys actually. So that's good. So we can hopefully get them on the board. Nothing else terribly exciting there. 3 cards left in the draw pile, so hoping to maybe see the army group card, but mind you, it's looking like a no bad turn at the moment. R1's been taken, and we got away with that. The combat from the 30 core units, so we got a great result there as well. So it's been a good day up to now. Maybe shouldn't speak too soon, but okay, let's grab the next allied card while we're here. See what's going to happen. Okay, it's an army card, 3rd army card. Deploy all 3rd. Oh, you know what? This could be a result as well, I think, because well, we're already having a wee look in the reserve units box for 3rd army units, in case one was going to pop up in R1, but their 1st army, they're counted as, well, they're counted as 1st army, but I don't think it's so. The army group card can deploy them, isn't it? Is that right? So this is the only unit we've got, this 12 core infantry unit is the only unit we've got from 3rd army. And the first action on the card is deploy all 3rd army reserves, so I think that's what's going to happen. Just let me go back and check the 30 core units again. Yeah, I've got a memory like a sieve. I'm actually getting mixed up with the OKW units. It's them that can be the army group card can be used for them. It's not the allies. The allies need the actual core card to deploy. Once they're on the board, they can then be classed as 1st army. But so yeah, so it looks like from this 3rd army card, all we're going to be trying to do is deploy that single unit. So that's not bad for an army card. Mind you, I'm saying that. Let's just find out where it's going to go. Okay, this has been kind of tough. You can see there's cubes everywhere here. The light green ones were possible deployment hexes. This is a 3. This is a 3. This was a 5. This dark green hex is, I think a real possibility, because the other ones, this is surroundable. I'm not going to go into it, but it is. This is surroundable. These dark blue cubes are where I can place German units, and I thought this one was going to be okay. But if you see that where I can put the German units, this is actually surroundable as well. So it's a wee bit trickier to see, but if any of you want to sit there and study it yourself. So like I say, these were just to say where I could get German units. This dark green hex is, I think, a hex I can't get surrounded. No, hang on. That was right. Let's look at it again. Let's look at the possibility of this one again. This is a whole value of 2. The core position hex, trace supply, allied unit proximate. Right, it's mainly to see if it can be surrounded, but yeah, I think this works. The blue cubes are where I can get a German unit. This could come across to here, this could come down to here, this could come to here. This hex, I can't get zone of control in this hex unless I move the Führer Brigade 1, 2, 3 to there, then I can zone of control that hex, but not this one, so I can't do both. So I think that's unsurroundable, and I think that's where it's going to go. Obviously I'm trying to keep it within 3 of a unit in the same army, so it is. It can't get to within 3 of the unit in the same corps. That just wasn't working. There's no options. The only hex and is there that's within 3 of that unit, but it's adjacent to allied unit. So yeah, it was quite a tricky one, but I think that's right. And if there was any other 2s, like I maybe didn't consider this one and a couple of the other ones over here. It was enough trying to work out the 3s were surroundable. But if it was going to be another 2, the priority would be westernmost, so we don't really need to check these other ones. So we're going to go with that. Let's get on. Be German impulse next. Hi all. Okay, I think it's time we've got these guys on the board, since we've got the card now to bring them out. It's a bit tricky deciding where to put them. I had a couple of thoughts. One was up in the north. I mean, they're deployed in the similar way. To be honest, to start deploying them, you can deploy them anywhere on the map as long as it follows the restrictions in a supply head, which is a road that's in supply, within 3 hexes of a German unit, so any unit at all, when you first deploy the first unit, and then within 3 of at least 3 hexes away from an allied unit or an allied town. So it's similar restrictions, apart from it doesn't need to be beside any specific corps. Once you place the first one, of course, then the rest need to then tag on to the OKW units. So they're all going to be in the similar sort of area, within 3 at most of each other. But to start off, you can basically find pretty much, a lot of places on the map. So I suppose one thought was up the north, and maybe try Verviers again and along to Liège, because it's quite a lot of units, 3, 6, I think it's 8 units, so it's a lot. And then of course I suppose the other big choice could be down here, which is kind of what I'm swaying towards. I think I talked about possibly pushing these units up, because these 9th Panzer units just came out as well, so they're nice and fresh. We repaired the Führer Brigade and one of the Wehr units, so probably the strongest force we've got here, and maybe push up to take this on and go up to Dinant. Leave it stretch up a bit, and then maybe take Dinant and cross the river there, and hopefully be able to trace supply and get the 10 points for across the river. Also, further up we could, allied. I think some allied units are going to appear. But I was having a look at the deployment. The next day we've got 12 core units, which is way down. Their deployment areas down here. But there's a couple of 5th Corps armoured units, so they would be deployed up here from this line up. Just 2, mind you, and then the next again day there's 3 more British units come in, and then the next 2 days after that is when it becomes a bit hectic. But again, I was actually looking at them, and apart from 3 7-corps units, which is this line north on the 26th, the rest are all the lower half of the map. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. It might end up being that I think St Hubert and Bastogne will probably get some grief from Allied units if there's going to be a lot of units deploying down this area. And of course, well, we just took R1 there, so it might see some grief as well. But between then and now, it would be nice to try and tidy up some of this and then bring these units maybe down towards R1 to support it. Not quite so concerned about here, but we do need to watch, because if they get over into West Wall Hex, then you start losing points there. But anyway, just some of the thoughts. I don't mean that. I mean, okay, I could put the OKW units in this sort of area as well, but just that feels a bit lame, really. So yeah, my thinking is probably across here. I might just look up the north again, because we've got Dinan. You've also got Havelange there. That's only 2 VPs, but even going up that way, you know, towards Hui or Hugh or whatever it is, and then there's another 5 victory points there, you know. So look, it looks nice and open up there. Just I mean, that might well not last, but okay. So I'm going to play that, get them on the board. So I'm just going to have a last wee think about where I'm going to put them. Just before I do, sorry, I forgot to mention, there's a couple of slight differences here. The OKW cards, obviously the core cards can activate the whole core. There's a couple of division cards, I think, as well. So that's just the same. Now, I did mention before that the Army Group B card can activate them as well, so that makes sense as well. But here's where things get a bit different. They can actually be activated by the 5th, 6th and 7th Army cards. They can be activated by the 6th Panzer Army card if all the OKW units are in the 6th boundary area. So that is this line here, north. So if they're all up in that area and I play the 6th Panzer Army card, I can activate them. And yes, and they can also be used with a Kampfgruppe activation as well. So, you know, that could be great. I could put them up in here somewhere. I mean, okay, they've got to be away from this allied unit, but in there somewhere, and possibly a Kampfgruppe that's going to involve a lot of them, maybe some of the 1st SS, maybe some of the 2nd SS. So that's good. It also applies that the 7th Army card, they need to be within their boundary. Oh, just went too far there, Grant. Which is this line south. So if they're all within that area, you could activate them with a 7th Army card. That seems the weaker of the 3, really, if you like. The 7th Army is probably the weaker of the 3 armies that the Germans have as well. So it seems the poorer of the 3 options. The other one's a bit different though. To have them activate with the 5th Panzer Army card, it says you need to have, if at least one on-map OKW unit is within the area between the 6th Panzer Army boundary line and the 7th Army boundary line, or, I didn't read that bit at the end, or if OKW units occupy both army boundaries. Yeah, I kind of thought I had that sussed until I read that last bit that I hadn't read initially. So it's saying they'll be you can activate them with the 5th Panzer Army card if at least one on map OKW unit is within the area between the 6th Panzer Army boundary line and the 7th Army boundary line. So that's between here. Oh, sorry, up a bit, Grant. This line and this line. So that's a gap in between the 6th and the 7th. So it's just in that wee corridor there. But then it says, or if OKW units occupy both army boundaries. Right. So if you've got at least one unit in this corridor, or if you've got one unit that side and one unit that side. Oh, at least one unit either side. If you've got at least one unit occupying both boundaries, then that works as well. That's a wee bit sort of complicated, but maybe that's how they had to do it to make it sort of balance out. Okay. I mean, I still feel, obviously, if I'm going to go this way, I think that would suit the 5th Panzer Army card. But also, if we manage to move them north, then maybe we could get up and use the 6th Panzer Army card. So, whereas if we go north, it's going to be the 6th Panzer Army card that'll do the trick. Yeah. So anyway, that's different ways of activating them. So okay, let's just make a decision here. Okay, I'm going to stick with this side right enough. So I'm going to play this to deploy OKW units. And I just noticed one of the, like I say, there's 8 units. Actually, I just want to double check that because there's only 2 units in one corps. Just want to double check there should be just 8. Yeah, so there is 8 units. Just double checking there. 8 units in 3 different divisions. So I was thinking the good thing about this is, yeah, I was thinking I'd put the first 2 in here. Is it well in? Because this has only got 1 unit in it. So I thought that was quite a good central sort of position to start with. Plus, my talk was of the army group card maybe being put, like taking a camp group in here, which is would be quite a good camp group. We'd grab these. Okay, sorry about that, I got distracted. Yeah, so I think that's a good place to put them. Like I was talking about the camp group going there. Could be a really good camp group. And then it also then lets me put, now which one, they're 3 4s. Yeah, these are the stronger ones. Lets me put these adjacent to it. And there's one more to come. The 10th SS OKWs. So again, these are, this was the first placement, so it's within 3 of a German unit. It's on a supply head road. Yeah, I'm sure you know nothing's changed there, and it's at least 3 away from an allied unit. It's 3 away from that, 3 away from that. So, and there's no allied towns or that. So, and then we've got to place them, the next units within 3 of the ones we've already placed within the same rules, and it's on that is a road as well, so it can trace supply as well. So that's good. And then I thought the last core I could maybe just put in here. So they're a wee bit away from the other guys, but with the idea, I'm definitely thinking now of going for this guy. I'm just wondering, can I get anything? I can't really though, can I? Can't get anything, no, that's 2 away. I think that's as close as I can get. It's just that if I do just activate them and go for that guy, then I'm probably not going to get them all involved, but, well, it's maybe a bit much to ask anyway. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. And these are within 3 of the OKW units. There are 3 away from an allied, at least 3 away from an allied unit. There's an allied town. It's 1, 2, 3 away as well. So, and it's on the supply road. This is the bridge that we repaired that made it all happen. So yeah, I think I'll go with that. I could go on thinking about it for forever. So that's us gave away to the north of the map there. So I mean, just hopefully the first SS and second SS. We made a couple of repairs on the first SS, didn't we? That's right, we did. The last card we used, we repaired a couple of points. So hopefully the first and second SS can have a go at Verviers at least, and give it a try again. Okay, so that's 3 points spent. So just 1 card spent. So while I've got you there, they don't count as being activated, remember, they're just being brought on the board. So I'll just draw the 1 card that I'm going to get. Oh dear, okay. Nothing great there then. Fixed artillery as well, which is a lot of use. Mind you, to be honest, I did want to... hang on a sec. Yeah, I did think about trying to get this guy moved back. Well, my thinking had probably... He's 3 steps and this unit's 4 steps, so we can't stack them together. But I thought about maybe moving him up to cover the bridge here, and then when we activate these guys again, bring him across to support Bastogne maybe. So I'll probably end up doing that with that, because I mean, fixed artillery, I'm probably not going to get a use out of that. We've activated any 1 unit, haven't we? We've done that very beginning of the day, so can't use it for that either. So anyway, okay, right, so Allied Impulse next. Okay, let's see what we're getting. 3 corps. Spoil corps reserves, there's none. Expedite, no. So, well, better have a look out of contact. 3 corps, that's down the south, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's all the guys just south of Bastogne. Oh right, okay. Okay, I'll have a look for out of contact first, and if not, don't think they've taken any damage, so I'm pretty sure we're going to try and activate them, which is more than likely. So we'll have a look for out of contact though, just in case. Okay, so nothing out of contact. It's just these, well, there's 2 units in each stack here, single units here. And we've also got this guy down here with a IP. None of them have taken any damage, so we're going to skip by. And let's say next command was expedite as well, but there's no units in of their corps in the 24th calendar space. So we're going to activate all units in the corps, and then there's one there right away. It can take an IP. So yeah, so this could be interesting to see what happens. So we'll get the 3 action cards and see what we get. We've got 2 offensive ones. We've got attack, Germans exposed, and advance. And none of them are dated, so yeah, okay. So that's the order as well, isn't it? Yeah, attack, Germans exposed, advance. So the first card's attack, so I'll have a wee look first before you don't want to see me thinking. It's better off camera, honestly. Okay, so we're going up in selector numbers. This is unit 1. So unit stack strength greater than proximate German unit stack, and again it's situationally. So he's got strength 4. I think this is the only unit he can get proximate to. Now it's got a strength of 3. It's in a town, but it's a VP town. So we talked about this earlier. That's one I need to try and remember, because I made a mistake and didn't think about it up with that 47 core unit, thinking it was getting a situational boost. But so it's only if it's a non-VP town it gets a +1. So that's 43. So that qualifies for that situation. Yeah, it is the only unit. This is obviously a strength of this is a strength of 10 because it's in a city. So that's not going to happen, and you can't get up to any of that anyway. That's too strong. So okay, so you can do this now. Oh yeah, I was away there. Well, actually, been away for a wee while. I came back, but before I'd left, I was looking at the line, where the Allied line is right now, and I'm not going to pan the camera around, but it's still in the same place. I had a wee look, compared it to going up here. Nothing much has changed, but certainly that line that we've got up in the northwest of the map is still the Allied line that we need to consider. So right now, moving this guy about doesn't make any odds. So that's a good thing about that now. Once you know where that line is, you don't need to think, oh, am I making a wee space there and does it matter, blah blah blah. So good. So this situation qualifies. Well, the other one is protect VP hex, but he's not on a VP hex, and he doesn't need to worry about preserving the line. So move to weakest qualifying target and attack. So that's the only target he can get nearest to, proximate to. So that's his weakest target. Now he can reach this hex or this hex. So I think it's most movement points, isn't it? If it's empty. They're both empty, so I think it goes to most movement points. Hang on. Okay, and of course I've just realised we can get to this hex as well. 1, 2, 3, and then this bridge is still Allied controlled and intact. So yeah, three empty hexes he can reach. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4 movement. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 movement. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 movement. So they're all the same amount of movement. They're all empty, the least amount of units, and then I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying the errata was westernmost, wasn't it? Oh wait, let me just double check. Yeah, it was an errata saying that if there was still a choice, you would pick westernmost hex. So it looks like this guy's going to come 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is the most westernmost hex, so he's dropping his IP. This doesn't look terrible for us, but well, you never know. So, and then other proximate units in same core reinforce. So all his buddies are along here though, so I very much doubt I'll need to move these cards, won't I? It's a silly place to put them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, I mean, this guy's got 6 movement, mind you. No, because there's no road here. That would be 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, none of these guys can come and help, so I'll just put these back. So he's just doing it alone. So if greater than or equal to 5 steps, not the case. So he's going to break off at A1. He's going to get artillery from the card, and remember he gets to draw another chit as well. Draw another combat tactic. So let's get things worked out then. So it's only 4. Well, actually, yeah, no, it's only 43. There wasn't a situational boost anyway, because that's why it was allowing it to do this. Yes. So there's only 1-to-1, and He's only getting, well, he's elite actually, so 1, 2, and then 1 for the artillery that's on the card. So that's 3, and then we're going to draw another card for him. So he's got artillery again, so that's good for us. So I'll just chuck that away. All that does is give him an extra chip pool. So, yeah, 1 to 1, maximum of 4 chip pools, minimum of 2. Now we could play a card here. This might have been an opportunity to play a fixed artillery actually, but the fact he's played artillery, then you're gambling on the priority on the chip, which we've talked about a few times before. So I'll have a quick look though, just in case there's something I might want to do. Yeah, I do have an option. I've got that air power that I was talking about. You know, when I was contemplating it, my last attack, and I didn't use it. So I've got air power. I've got 2 fixed artillery cards that potential as well. And then I thought, well, there's possibly going to be an attack with these guys, but it is just unit stack. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there's a couple of them doubled up, isn't there? Ah, yeah. So there could well be an attack on this guy or this guy, maybe. So might be an idea to keep the air power for that, because the fixed artillery is not going to reach to that. But I hate playing artillery when they've already got artillery in play, because I know I've said it before that I've been on the other side of that, but it's not showing that in this game, so maybe it is worth the gamble. I almost played the fixed artillery, but I'm just going to take a chance with this and just let it go. I'm in a town, so he's only getting 4 chip pools. He's only got 1 to 1 odds. He's got armour. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do it. So, okay, so minimum of 2 chip pools. He's going to break off at A1. So let's get the 2, see what we get. Okay, so there's the 2. None of them are applying. This is large attack, so he's not going to get to that. It's allied air power in the back, which he didn't play. This is combat engineer, defender recon. So neither A2 apply. So he's now going to draw the next 2 just individually. So I'll get the third one. Okay, so only attacker armour. That one does apply, but it's not enough to. I'm in the town, so as long as I can avoid another D1 here, nothing will happen. So I'll get the last chip. Ouch! Attacker elite, and he is. Damn it. Okay, so yeah, it's a pretty decent result for just 4 chits. So he's got 2 hits on me. Of course, one of them goes away for the town. But I've got to take the other hit. Well, I can't retreat, because that's a victory point town. He's going to steal some, but he's just going to advance out into that and take some victory points back off me. So I'll have to take a stat loss. Still 2 strength in he's in the town, but remember it's a VP town. Yeah, anyway. Okay, I thought I was going to get away with that one, but there you go. Well, it's maybe not. I mean, we've got these units up here that can come down and support. Hopefully we've got to take once we get this guy out of the way, we can get further south and probably give this guy a bit back to what he's just given. Okay, so let's move on to the next units. So the next unit would be this one here. Has got a selector number of 4. But he's just on his own, and all these units have got greater strength. Yeah, even if they were in a clear hex, it would still be drop it to 3. So so he's not going to be able to do the attack action. So next one is this. Now this unit number 5. He's in a stack. So this applies to both the units. So that's 6 strength, and they can certainly reach here, which is 4 strength. So it's going to happen. Whether they can reach right now. He's got 5 movement, he's got 6. But we'd have to go on this unit, because this is the lead unit, so yeah, that's a strange one. I've never thought about that before, but I'm assuming we need to follow the lead unit, because the lead unit's got to be able to get proximate, yeah. So, is that woods? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, it can actually get there. There's a queer hex. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's a few possibilities here then, isn't there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can get to this hex only, that hex, or here, or here, I think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so that's the possibilities, and they're all situationally that's 4, situationally that's 4, and situationally Blastone is 5. Because it's a VP town. Yes. So where's it going to go? Move to weakest qualifying target and attack. So that's going to take this one out, because he's got a strength of 5. The other 2 are 4. Yeah, so these both are tied for the same situational strength of 4. So then you got the highest selector number, so it's this unit here. So I'm not chuffed about that. So move to weakest qualifying target and attack. Other approximate units around same core. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this could be bad. Okay, so I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that is the only hex that he can get to. The other one's got 6 movement, so he might actually be able to get. So he moves to there. Then 3, 4, 5. Yeah, because I went 3, 4, 5, or 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it doesn't matter with that one, but this one can actually get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, he's going to go to there, I believe. Yeah, okay. Okay, so other approximate units in same core reinforce. So this is the next one in line, selector number 4. Well, I know we've just stepped back to that, but that's because he wasn't able to carry out the situation within attack, but now he is in the same core, and he's the lowest selector number, and you select him from lowest to highest. That's right, I think, isn't it? Yeah, send in numerical order, yeah. I don't know what was... Had some doubts there for a minute, I don't know why. So, now we can't get to any of the empty hexes adjacent to this, so we're going to have to go to one of these 2. And it's 1, 2, 3 movement points into there, or 1, 2, 3, 4 movement points into there, so it's going to go in there. So next unit in line is this infantry unit, selector number 8. Again, we can't get to them. This has got the least amount of units, so he's going to go in here. Then there's number 9. So same situation. This is going to be nasty, isn't it? So 1, 2 movement into there, 1, 2, 3 movement into there. So he's going to come into here, and then we're going to complete this, I think, by, yeah, because you still can't get it. These guys, it was on a control, stopping me getting into there, but yeah, he's going to come in here. Ooh, this is trouble to our supply lines now, I think. Okay, so our proximate units, the same core reinforce. I've greater than or equal to 5 steps, attack and break off at A2, so that's the case. And like I talked about the line already, and it's up northwest, so don't need to bother about that. There's no VP hexes involved. So we get right. What are the odds here then? And this guy's just obviously in the open, well, in the woods at least. There's that. So 9. Is it 9 and 9? I think, isn't it? Yeah. So 18 against 4 is 41, isn't it? So 41 odds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 for elite. There's nothing else, is there? So 1 for elite, that's 7. And again, they play artillery. So that's 8 chip pools. And they're going to get to draw another combat tactic. So let's see what they get this time. Screen. Right, that can't affect them, surely. Oh, no, because it's detrimental, surely not. Oh, I just realised I didn't have the lights on at the top. Hope it's not been too dark. It looked a bit dark in the camera as well. Dafty. Okay, yeah, screen. So it doesn't benefit them. It does say it's defender only, obviously. Eh? So my assumption is we don't do anything with that, but he gets a chip pool. I was trying to find something. Just wondering if that is the case still. Second, give me a sec. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he still gets a chip pool. I seem to remember reading something about this in the forums, but couldn't find it. Mind you, I was just searching for screen. Maybe I should have. 113.3 benefits. It says that in addition, each combat tactic played by the attacker allows him to draw an additional combat chip, even if that tactic provides no other tangible benefit. So, and the usual with these games, if it's going to hurt you, then it's probably the right thing to do. So, yes. So 41 odds, 9 chip pools maximum, 2 minimum. Now this time, do we want to play anything? Now I was thinking, obviously I talked about that air power card. I think this could be the time to maybe burst that one out, I think. Also, let's say fixed artillery isn't reaching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I think it's 6. It's 6 at the most anyway, so I do have normal artillery, but he's playing artillery anyway as well, so you've got that. So you know what? I think I'll play my air power. I would have liked it for an attack myself, but should I play it? Oh, pondering again, Grant. Hang on. Yeah, I think I'm going to play it because I was thinking their air power chits really only, they don't reduce damage and they don't give the minus ones, but he's going to break off at A2. So, you know, the quicker I can get A2 on the board, now air power certainly would help with that. I've got to draw the chits, obviously, but I mean, did we not draw one against Ourselves, and it was a 2. It dealt 2 damage, I think. So I mean, drawing that right off the bat would be great and stop it right away. But okay, so I'm going to play my air power. He's playing artillery. So maximum of 9 chits, minimum of 2. So let's get the 2. Oh, it's a horrible start. Attacker artillery. And that was the priority as well, so I'd been even more gutted if I'd played my artillery. And 41, what's in the back of that? Yeah, there's no priority, it's 41. So D2, so remember he's going to stop when it'll be D4, because he's not on an IP or a town. So he needs retreat, step wall. So he needs D4, he's got D2, so he's going to keep going till he gets that. Okay, so we're drawing them one at a time now, so here we go. Oh, it's getting worse. And this one did have the defender artillery as the priority. Oh, one more and we're doomed. Okay, that one doesn't apply. Defender adjacent in the back, but that doesn't help me either. Oh dear, that'll be that. Oh, that went horribly, didn't it? So yeah, I'm pretty sure he can just stop there, because we're being eliminated. Yeah, okay, well there's no point putting any dice out, and there's no damage to him anyway, but this guy's gone. That's bad. What good my air power done me. Okay, so let's just check if they, well, take the chits away and see if they advance after combat. Okay, so ascend in order to see if they advance into this hex. This is the lowest numbered unit, and it's other route. It's not into the primary or secondary, so it's other route. So it's a 1 to 3. I'll just roll these off camera again. Yeah. That's a 8. So he's not going to move. The next one's going to be 5. Now he's a secondary arrow, so he'll advance on a 1 to 8. So that's a 7. So he will advance. And now we're back to this guy's number 7, but other route with somebody already advanced. He's not going to advance. Then number 8, other route. No, sorry, that's secondary route, isn't it? Secondary route with one already advanced is a 1 to 4. He's rolled a 1, so he's going to move in there too. This one won't, because it's other route. Well, there's 2 units already in there. I think that stops them. Yeah, that's where they stopped. Yeah. So that's a supply cut off. Yeah, I did feel like it was a bit vulnerable down there, and just shows you I should have tried to do something about that. I've got all these units along here, and now they're going to be struggling to get supplies. So, and we're, we've not got a lot of units about here. Dear. Yeah, I think I've made a boo-boo there, haven't I? Because, I mean, their units have been around this area for a while, and they were clustered together. I should have realised that they were going to, if not go for that, maybe go for Bastone or there was... Maybe the OKW units should have appeared down here. Maybe I'm just going on about... I suppose the battle could have went another way, but okay, let's not go on about that. Still got chits down there for some reason. Okay, so that's all the units in the core. It was the whole core, yeah. But they were all just down there. So we're not even getting to Germans exposed or advance, because they've all had an activation now. So, and yeah, that's Allied Impulse over. So after a great start to the day, it looks like it's going to be a grim end to the day. Well, we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Maybe we could open another supply route. Did I get rid of that? Oh no. That was... Oh. That was the air power card I used, wasn't it? It had a bridge engineers event. And I could have maybe considered fixing this bridge. Would that have helped? No, because I've got zone of control here anyway, haven't they? Nah. Okay, I'll go and scratch my head for a while. I'll maybe just cut this video here and come back with the next German Impulse and we'll see what we can do. Okay, cheers for now, guys. Hi all. I've not been away for long. I just cut this and come back, and then I was having a look. I thought, oh wait, I can still get a supply trace down here through this town. We've not got this town yet, but I thought, oh yeah, I've got the card to activate these guys because I was talking about it before. I'm sure some of you probably noticed, but it's the whole colour situation again. That's not that core. That's the guys up north. That's 67 core, where these are 66 core. So that was a blow because I thought, right, I'll just play this. I'll move this into this town. Then we've got a supply trace again. Fragile as it might be, but and then also that there's only 2 more cards in my draw pile, so I'm quite keen on knowing what they are. And because I played the combat tactic last in the Allied Impulse, I've only got 5 cards in my hand, so that would have let me draw the last 2. So, well, I'm not going to do that. Now I don't know. Have I had the core card for them? Oh yeah, I have. Oh dear. And I've had my shot at any one unit. Okay, so I need to play something else and then get these last 2 cards out to see what they are. Okay, so have a think on that. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to activate 85th core. And we'll try and finish this guy off. Just the last thing I want is allies to draw. Well, mind you, I suppose he's not in. Even if he was put back into supply. Anyway, I'd also like to maybe try and get this out of the way so we can come down and, a bit more support to Ettelbruck, I think. Because the other thing is, I think Bastion's going to be under threat now from that 4th Armour and 26th Infantry, the 3rd Corps stuff. So, okay. So it's only got 2 strength, so we can attack these 2 7. This is coming across the river. This is only 1 strand coming across the river as well, so that doesn't actually do anything. So maybe better bringing him round. Okay, another thing. Yeah, I think I'm going to just bring this guy around. 1, 2, 3. Just keep him this side of the river though, I think. If I get an activation on these guys again, I can then pop him across here, surrounding that guy. And hopefully if this we take care of this, we can advance into here and pop across and maybe make an attack on this. Yeah, probably that'll probably be the next day, like. But there is two cards still to draw, so you never know what they could be. So I think everyone else stays where it is. This guy's got to just stay put. So well, yeah, it is worthy. It is worthy of this extra point because that takes it to 8, doesn't it? So our attack goes 7 straight up, and then this 2 half to cross the river to make it 8 to 2. So 41 odds. Which ain't bad, I suppose. Well, it worked well for the Allies last time. And 41 odds. Right, chip pools, we're not getting one for this guy, so we're only getting... Yeah, we'll get an extra one for that, but... Ooh, we could play one of the fixed artilleries though. So 1, 2, and then 1 extra for the 3-step unit is 3, and then 1 because he's out of supply. So that is 4. It's not awful. Well, yeah, 5 would be nice. I've got 2 fixed artillery cards. So surely I should be playing one of them, eh? Come on, guys. Surely I should be playing one of them. Okay, let me think. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna play this one for fixed artillery. So that gives me another chip pool. I suppose there is a chance it's overkill, and I said before, we can ignore one of the hits this guy deals. I do want to make sure I eliminate him this time. Not only that, I'm looking at cards in my hand saying how many more impulses do I want to give the Allies. Definitely curious to see what the last 2 cards are, obviously, and want to try and do something about fixing my supply issue. Whether that's going to be an option or not. Right, okay, let's not go on any more, Grant, like you do. So minimum of 1, and I did add the 1 on for the supply, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 for the fixed artillery 5, yeah. So minimum 1, maximum 5. He doesn't get to draw a card, so let's get the 1. So it was Defender White, Defender Green. He's not, he's just line quality, so nothing doing there. Yeah, so I might as well get the other 4. Okay, I thought it was looking horrible at first. That was the next chip drawing, which didn't apply. Got the couple mixed up again. There was quite a lot of chips actually, and then that was the next chip. So I was like, oh no! But then I got a 2 to 1 and an artillery. So we've got 2 hits on him. He's only got 1 step. He's gone. Woohoo! In fact, he was. Yeah, it was actually, D1 was enough, wasn't it? Taking him back, because he had to go in, that still got zone of control because it's in a town, so. Anyway, he's gone. So that's good. Only 1 unit in the limited units box, so can't grab any more VPs as of yet. Right, I'll clear things up a bit there, see what we're advancing, if anything. Yeah, well, all we can do is advance these 2 infantry units. Well, we could advance this one, I suppose, but there's no real point in that. So we'll advance both of them into there, and that will be that, I think. Yep. So I'll clear things up there, and that's a spent 4 points. Oh, right. While we're here, why not just look at the 2 cards, just in case. Okay, 53rd Corps. And this is first SS division card. And we're on the what, 23rd? Oh, we're okay there then. No, seeing we didn't get many division cards, fuel cards today. So that one's lucky. We've got away with that one. I'm just thinking that these aren't the cards I wanted to see. No, okay. Let's just. I'll need to go and think about that. It's not. I don't think it's terribly helpful. Okay. Back to the Allies next. Yeah, we're just having a look at my cards, and I'm in all sorts of trouble, I think. My only hope is a Bridge Engineers event card. Drawn from my fresh hand tomorrow, because I can't see a way of getting supply traced, and that's to all these units here. I mean, this was the bridge, and I should have done something about that, and then possibly should have had a backup route. Maybe all I needed to do was move that unit to there. And you know what? I think see, when I moved that unit there, I think I had the option of maybe moving it into there, and I didn't for whatever reason it was at the time. That was a long time ago. That makes it even worse, eh? Because yeah, I would have been able to trace down and through here and up and round. But the cards in my hand aren't going to let me get anything into there that I can see. So yeah, it's going to be draw my new hand and possibly have to use like the 5th Panzer Army card to fix a bridge. Because I mean, if all the units go low supply, well, I mean, yeah, low supply isn't the end of the world. Maybe I'm overreacting. You can't play combat tactics, eh? And they're all going to be low supply, so. Yeah. Okay, anyway, it's an Allied impulse, so we might as well have a look at that. See if that makes anything worse. Probably. I've got a couple of cards to clear away there, though. I'll do that first. Okay, let's see what the Allies are doing now. Okay. Ooh, there are some. Yeah, he's got 75th infantry there, and the reserve units box. So it's deploy 30th and 75th. 30th, I think, are out and about, aren't they? Yeah. So, well, it's another 3 units. They are just green units, but so let's see where we're going to deploy these guys. These are this line and north, so they've got quite a big deployment area. And thinking about that right now, I might maybe just pause for now. I don't feel like I want to go through that at the moment. I've done quite a bit at the moment, so you know what, I'll maybe leave that there. Just going to cut this video here, and I might come back to finish this, but I put quite a few bits together, so I might just end this here with part whatever it is. I can't remember. Is it part 3? I think I'm on of the 23rd, and just so we can have the last part to come. But maybe not. Maybe I'll come back and carry on with that. So anyway, I'll leave that there just now, guys. Okay, cheers.